Life is a lesson, and success depends on how we learn it. One of the teacher duties is to carry out learning. In the context of communication, when explaining the subject matter to student, the teacher is consciously doing public speaking activities. Public speaking ability is not a skill because of talents or heritage, but skill that must be learned. There may be teachers who have the talents to speak well, but without serious training, this talent will gradually diminish in quality. As teacher, we must be adept at delivering subject matter so that is easy for students to understand. The teacher is the main and first key factor in success of the teaching and learning process in schools. Teachers who have good public speaking will be closer to students. Based on research conducted by Compass in 2008 said, teachers who are liked by students are those who can teach communicative, fun, relaxed, and humorous. Therefore, public speaking skills are important for teachers to be able to convey subject matter to be understood by students. For the reason, every teacher deserves to master public speaking skills. As public speakers, has four things need to be considered by teachers, such as audience, materials, methods, and medias. As a speaker, the teacher must master the subject matter that she or he delivers. Based on Abraham Lincoln, the U.S. President for the period 1861 until 1865, says that those who rise without fatigue will descend without honor. This shows that a public speaker must master the material to be conveyed. The first is audience, where the subject will listen to the material presented. Teacher who master the subject matter will certainly be fluent in explaining the material. When explaining the material, the teacher must have a good power of voice. The teacher voice must be heard with regular volume and intonation, adapt to the situation and condition. The goal is to convey or strengthen the explanation given to the student. Second, the material presented must be packaged attractively and relevant to the learning objective. Teacher can compile books, modules, textbooks, handouts, and broadcast materials. To increase the material, the teacher must find and compile it from various sources, not just relying on textbook. Therefore, teacher must read a lot so that they have broad insight. Teacher also need to convey material conceptually, so that is time, needs, and psychological development, as well as characteristic of the student learning environment. The third is the method. The dominant method used in public speaking is lecturer. So far, the lecturer method is identical to a boring method because it only takes place in one direction. The teacher actively talks while the students are silent and listen to the teacher explanation. Therefore, this assumption must be changed. The teacher with attractive lecturer style, volume and voice, facial expression, eye contact, and gesture make a lecture more interesting. During the lecture, the teacher asks with question and answer with student, and also using ice-breaking, fairy tales, or humor, even though it is related to the education. Based on research by psychologists the human ability to hear no more than 25 minutes. For 25 minutes, the teacher only delivers the information. Then, 26 minutes, the teacher will lose the student attention. The last but not least, the teacher uses feedback to end the explanation of the material. It is not enough for teacher to just say, "Is it clear?" or "Who wants to ask?" Then the teacher continue the materials. It is better to ask more detailed question to preview question from students. Even better, immediately followed by question and answer. From here, the teacher repeat the explanation once again by example, making schemes or reducing the speed or speaking if it is appear that many students are still confused about the materials. For conclusion, the teachers can equip themselves with various competencies, especially in terms of public speaking. With public speaking skill, teacher can appear in the classroom like reliable trainers who can change students for the better. As Mario Teguh says, teachers are on learning mission to cultivate a polite personality and work for the happiness of others.
Thank you.